Now then, you beautiful people, this might be just the worst tool bag I have ever owned. Let's get into it. So it is the Velocity 2.0 bag. I've had this for just over a year now. I won it at Installer Show last year on the Thomas Dudley stand. I'm very glad I didn't pay for it because I've had a love-hate relationship with it since the moment I got it, to be honest. I didn't use it for the first 6 months just because I couldn't work out what I wanted to use it for, how I wanted to use it. I've heard nothing but good opinions on it, but it's just not working for me then, and more so now. I've been using it as a plumbing jobbing bag, just doing the odd maintenance job sort of bag. So it doesn't have a lot of tools in, so it's just minimal tools, but still there's just not a lot of room, and there's just a few bugbears in there. So we're going to delve into it, have a look at what I've got loaded in it, and the pockets and stuff like that, and what I do like and what I don't like. So stay tuned. If you haven't done already, smash that like button. And if you haven't done already, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed. Right, so the bag itself, how I've loaded it out, what I'm going to do is show you exactly how I've loaded it out, and then I'll go into the features of what is there and why and how I don't like it, and some things I do like. We'll start on the outside and then make our way into the inside. Starting over the left-hand side, we've got a D-link here, which comes with a strap, which is for tape. I have put my Pitbull plastic cut for cutting plastic pipe on there. We've then got this pocket on the outside, which is like a canvas material. You've got these two pockets on the outside, which I don't have anything in because this bag has a tendency to fall over. So when it does fall over, anything that is in there just falls out anyway, and it's the really tight pockets. So you could only really get some drill bits in there. Inside here, we've got nice zip, tough zip. It seems a decent zip. I keep my pipe slicers in there, but you do have another pocket inside, which, to be honest, is pretty pointless. Once you've got something in there, you can't really get into that pocket at the back anyway. So yeah, I don't like that feature. At the front, we've got this hard shell case, which is a feature I do like about it. I do like that feature, which in here I keep my Tesman voltage stick and a Unilight, folding Unilight, the IL175R. So that's handy to use. People put glasses in there, they put their pipe slices in there, but I use it for my lights and voltage tester. At the front we have this pocket here, which I keep my not laser level, mini level in there. It's from Milwaukee. This pocket is quite tight, to be honest. You can't really get much in there. It does go down to the bottom, however. Other than that and maybe a few other little bits, you're not going to get much in. It's a bit of a pointless pocket, in my opinion. On the right hand side, we have got three pockets. Two of them, two outside ones, are a canvas material. The one in the middle is a stretchy material, which is like I don't even know how to describe the material. But it's stretchy at the bottom, but however at the top there, it doesn't stretch much. It does say on there not to put any sharp objects or hammers in. However, I have just put my hammer in there over the last 2 weeks because I did have it on the inside, but it was constantly falling over every time I opened the front of the tool bag or took any tools out. The hammer would fall over. So I've put it here, and fingers crossed and touch wood, I'm preferring it there. So we'll see how I get on. I've also got a D-link at this side, which I've put this clip on, where I've put in my twisties on from Dan Stokes. Dan Stokes has now started a website. It's called techers.com. I will put a link in the description to that. This is not a paid advertisement. It is a recommendation because these are pretty good, to be honest. Just bleaky on there. And then you've got the standard Velocity handle at the top, which is really good, really strong material. Not going to go anywhere compared to some other brands. I've got my lead lenser head torch attached to it up there, and then at the back we have this padding, which I personally Don't like. I think it's pointless. You could have used it for a pocket. However, it does have a pocket in there, but unless you're as thin as a fiddle, you can't even get your hand down to the bottom. The pocket does go to the bottom, but you just can't get anything in. So other than any thin, long tools, you can't really get much in there. So in my opinion, pretty pointless. It is a hard shell bottom, so it's plastic bottom, so it's waterproof, which is good. We like that. We'll move to the inside now. Strong zips at the front. We have a Velcro at the top. However, even when it's zipped up, the Velcro does not stay because it's just poorly designed. So, moving over to the inside. You can see here, because we've got this big gap at the front, these tools are falling all over the place. I used to have my hammer sat in the middle at the back. As soon as you pulled anything out, it would fall. I don't like that. I like to be organised. I like to be able to grab everything with a touch, just be able to grab it at ease. Not having to move things, or every time you finish a job, having to reset your tool bag back up because everything's falling out. Don't like it. So, we'll make our way from the front backwards. We've got a business card holder at the front, which in my opinion, you don't really need in a tool bag. I don't see, you could have put another pocket in there. Just a recommendation. You've got another pocket at the front, lower down, which I use for consumables. Got stop ends, some compression bits, and my Loctite in there. And then on the inside, we have got, like I said, I've been using this as a plumbing maintenance bag, so it doesn't need a lot of tools, just basically the basics. So we've got a set of Wera Allen keys. We bought these recently at Soccer Trade, the Nerad plastic cutters, which I've not actually used them yet, but handy for when we do. Plumb thumbs, which I've been using for some time, and they fit perfectly in that pocket. I did like them in that pocket because they're not sharp, they just slide in and out and easy access for when I'm doing a rad valve change. So if you have not got any of them, they are a must-have on all plumbing bags now. Standard Jet Lube V2 Plus compound, best on the market in my opinion. So then you can see here we've got, oh, what's that? Random nut. So we've got this big gap at the front there, which is great. You can put stuff in there that's not going to fit in the pockets. But like I said, once you start loading everything in there, you're a bit restricted, and I just don't like it. At the side here, because I've got nowhere I could possibly fit that other than tucking it away at the side, is my hacksaw. So that's just a cheaper hacksaw. And I am currently at the moment I'm trying them out, these Ox screwdrivers. I'm really liking them, to be honest. Really well built, laser tipped, and they are magnetic, which is great. So, most people are going to say I've got too many screwdrivers in there, which I probably have, but I like to have a nice selection so I'm covered on all bases. I also have a Stanley interchangeable bit holder, which I keep a selection of bits up top here, which tend to be just your star heads and your hex heads. I have got a big flatty in there, I'm not sure why, but yeah, it's handy to have in all tool bags. We've then got on the right hand side, we've got some Nipex pliers, some VDE pliers. I use this for my electrics work, just basic electrics, doing programmers and stuff like that. We've then got my toothpick, so when I got something stuck in my teeth after having my dinner at work, I could pick it out. No, I'm only joking. It is for O-rings and stuff like that and getting washers out, which is a handy tool to have. However, I would have liked to have fit this out here, but can't fit it on there because that's going to poke a hole. So I would have liked to put the handle down first, which I have done in there, which is fine. But on out here, they're too small to even get. It's thinner than my finger. I can't even get that in. That's how tight they are. So I've had to put that inside because it is a little bit bigger in the inside pockets. We've then got a box spanner, which fits in there nicely. But again there, you've seen that straight away. Pull that out, that falls forward. Same with everything. Just pull one thing out, everything falls forward. It's a pain in my life at the moment. We've got a selection of spanners. We've got some Rothenberg, bigger ones. I can't remember what size they are. 12 inch, something like that. They're not 12 inch. Thin jaw monument ones, which are handy for bar shower valves and also number 2 compression fittings. I think it's number 2 because they've got a thin jaw in the middle, which you can't always get your pliers onto. And then I've got a smaller set of monument standard jaw adjustables. In here then we've got our Nipex Cobras and some Nerad VBW flat-faced wrench, which is handy because obviously I don't carry a massive spanner, so if I need that extra torque, that's my go-to. Also in here, we've got a 17mm cheapo home-based special ratchet spanner, which is perfect for rad valves. And then I've got one of my main tools I use in this bag, because I do a lot of tap cartridge changes and a lot of radiator valve changes. I use this wrench. What I use with them is, I'll show you, at the top here I've got a 17mm long reach nut, which just clicks on. I can take my cartridges out with that. And then also a new product that I've just bought recently from Plumber's Tools on TikTok is this from Wearer. It is a rad key, which comes with it's a 1/2 inch connection. So I had to get this little adapter to take it down to, no, yeah, 1/2 inch to 3/8, I think it is. So that fits on there nicely, and I can change rad valves easy. I decided to go for this instead of a standard one, because that way I don't have to carry 2 socket wrenches out with me. Just a bit of a space saving tip. So check them out from Wearer, they're really good. And then one of my biggest bugbears with this bag is these 4 little pockets here. They're pointless, to be honest. I've got these Nipex Cobras, which I got for Christmas, I think a year or 2 ago. I think I've used them once, because they might as well be a toy. Got this from Supreme Tools, won it in a giveaway, which is handy. I use it, to be fair. Put the bits in to get into hard to reach spaces. Instead of having to carry a stumpy in there, I can use this. You can also put some sockets on there as well. Tool I use for drain offs and valent boilers is this tool here. Really good bit. I think I got that from McDonald's Plumbing Supplies. All this stays in there because of the black lugs on the side. If them black lugs weren't there, that would fall out every time it was in there, because even though they are stretchy pockets, they are not very tight. As you can see, that comes straight out. So every time it falls over, this one falls out every time. It's because it's just too easy to come out. In my opinion, Velocity, if you ever do watch this video, get rid of them pockets. They are useless. Do something else with it, or even put a clip. I'll tell you what to do with it. I'll tell you what to do. Keep the pocket there. Make it a little bit wider, but put a clear front on the front of it. I think that'll be a lot better, and you can actually see what you're trying to get to. This pocket does go down to here. It's quite tight, so you can't get anything thick in there. But it's not too bad. A little D-ring if you want to hang anything up, but why would you be hanging anything up inside your tool bag? So going through the pockets, what we've got, obviously we've got the 4 pockets at the front there, which, as I've already said, are pointless. And then you've got 2 sets of pockets at either side there, which are a canvas material. Same again in front, you've got 2 more there. And then in front of that, you've got this stretchy material, which is the same of what you've got here. I suppose, I just wondered, it just come to my mind then. Will that fit in there? It would. However, I suppose once you start loading bits in, yeah, and you pull that out, getting that back in. No, it's not too bad, but I suppose once it's full, that could be an option moving forward. That was just a quick thought I had then. With stretchy material, well, I might change where I load things out. That's just give me another different idea. So you've got stretchy material at both sides, which is just a single pocket, which do go all the way to the bottom. You've then got these 2 canvas materials, similar to what you've got on the outside here, but they are just slightly bigger, so you can actually get things into them, which is a bonus. However, does this, where's it gone? That one. If this fits in. That doesn't fit in. Oh, it fits in that one. Just. I suppose if I go on the stretchy side, no, it don't fit in that one. I think because I've had that in there for that long, it's made that pocket a little bit more flexible rather than the other ones. So socket wrench, whatever you want to call this, drain off wrench, doesn't fit in them front pockets, unfortunately. And then at the front you've got this dead space. It's a bit wasted, to be honest, because other than really jet lube, you could put some glue in there. Everything else doesn't have any, like what I use it for. They're just floating, so every time I pull something out, these are flapping about, falling over, making loads of mess, and it's driving me bloody mad at the moment. So I would have preferred it, and what I would have done if I was designing the bag is have some more pockets at the front or at the side, or even made the bag a little bit wider so you could have got some more pockets at the front. Making the bag wider could also solve the problem with it falling over. Because it's so thin and tall, it's very bottom heavy, so when it's falling, when you're going around a corner in the van, it does fall over. So a wider one would be much better, or even just a bit shorter, because I don't really need that height, because you could lower that down to get your hammer in lower. But yeah, there's just different opportunities to change it to make it better. It's definitely got the basis of a really good bag, but there's definitely some things I would definitely change. One being the pocket up here, changing a pocket up there, putting some more pockets in here, making them so they're actually usable, because they're pointless. Making that usable. I don't think the need for the Velcro is needed, because once you've zipped it up, I'll show you. So if you zip that up, that sticks up anyway, and then you Velcro it up, and it just over time, especially when it's in the van and your van's rattling around, you can hear it going. It's unpeeling itself because it's just unnatural. It's been forced into position, and the Velcro there is not, in my opinion, the best. So that's just trying to pull off. And then once you've got tools in there, that's forcing forward, it's even worse. So get rid of the Velcro. It also needs adding, which in fact, it could go here to get rid of these. Get rid of them pockets and fit a tool, I can't think of the word now, tape measure, that's what I'm looking for. Tape measure hook to hook a tape measure on, because there is nowhere at the moment to hook a tape measure on. I have had it hooked on at the top there, but like I say, when the bag falls over, that falls off. It's an absolute nightmare. So, like I said already, it is a love-hate relationship with this bag. How are you loading it out? What tools are you putting in here? Ideally, I'm going to always use it as a plumbing maintenance bag for as long as I've got it, which I don't think is going to be much longer. I may be changing to a different bag. Has anyone got any recommendations for a different bag? It would be much appreciated, because like I said, I am at wit's end with this tool bag at the moment. So that is a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you took my advice on board, and I'm going to take everybody else's advice on board as well. This is a give-take relationship we've got going on here. So anyone that's got any recommendations, please drop us a comment below, whether it be a different way of loading this out, how are you loading it out, or maybe even a different tool bag recommendation, because at the moment, at this very moment in time, I am this close from getting another bag. In my opinion, it's the perfect size for what I want. It's just the pockets inside and the pockets on the outside don't work for me of how I like to work, the ease of getting things in and out of your bag. If you did like the video, please smash that like button. If you've got any questions or got any recommendations, comment below and make sure you are subscribed. And also, hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time we upload. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.